I think what unites us all now is a desire to heal.
Welcome to WatchMojo UK, where today we'll be looking at some previously despised celebrities who have since returned to favour.
Your dream of swimming with a dolphin who will at best feel complete indifference towards you.
Before we begin, we publish new content every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos.
Number 10. Cheryl.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's Cheryl Cole.
You may remember her as a member of Girls Aloud, who then started a fairly successful solo career in the late 2000s. She's fairly well liked now, despite being in the limelight far less often. Well, over 20 years ago, she got a lot of flack after being convicted of assault.
And how important was that for you, Cheryl?
Without the support of the girls, I don't think I would have got through it.
She had an incident with a toilet attendant in a club, which went sour, and then landed her 120 hours of community service.
Like I say, there's 4 other people in this band. I just had to pick myself up and think of those, because I didn't want to let anybody down and just get on with it the best I could, really.
In 2008, she began appearing on The X Factor as a regular judge. Her friendly style of judging helped restore public opinion of her, making her one of the nation's most loved pop stars. Number 9. Matt Lucas.
Now, do I call you Big or Nasty or Big Nasty, or what's your actual name? Probably Philip.
Comedian Matt Lucas entered the mainstream working alongside David Williams in the 2000s. Together, they produced the highly controversial shows Little Britain and Come Fly With Me. While they had a lot of fans, they had just as many critics. The major criticism was that it was a form of punch-down comedy, laughing at the most downtrodden members of society. Since then, Lucas has majorly changed his image. In 2017, he opened up about how cruel he believed Little Britain was. 3 years later, the duo apologised for some of their characters on the show. Lucas also spent a few years presenting Bake Off, which helped majorly rehabilitate his image.
Well, that works, actually. I can be that.
Number 8. Holly Willoughby.
Feels very strange indeed sitting here without Phil.
For a long time, the nation has idolised television host Willoughby. She's been a regular on This Morning since 2009, which she eventually left in 2023. Towards the end of the 2010s, the public began to dislike her. This was caused by a myriad of factors, like her selfie with Boris Johnson, and being accused of skipping the queue to view the Queen lying in state.
The rules were that we would be quickly escorted around the edges to a platform at the back. In contrast, those paying respects walked along a carpeted area beside the coffin.
Also, there were rumours of a rift between her and co-presenter Philip Schofield. So, she took a break from This Morning, but when she came back, she was the victim of an abduction plot.
A 36-year-old man has been arrested on suspicion of conspiracy to kidnap as part of an ongoing investigation.
Willoughby also expressed her hurt about Schofield's actions, and now she's in Britain's good books again. Number 7. Sienna Miller.
I don't want to embarrass you, but you're just drop-dead gorgeous. It's so nice.
This actor rose to prominence in 2004 after starring in the hit films Layer Cake and Alfie. While filming the latter, she met Jude Law and the pair started dating. It didn't take long for Law to cheat. A few years later, she had an affair of her own, which the tabloids smeared her with. This quickly put her in the nation's bad books. In 2011, it was discovered that a newspaper had hacked into her phone, and she became embroiled in a major hacking scandal. She won significant damages and settlements, and since then, people have returned to having generally positive opinions of Miller.
Do you ever go any place that's not fancy?
Never,
No.
never.
Number 6. Charlotte Church.
The American press are more, they just print about news, not really about gossip.
This Welsh musician released her first album in 1998, starting first as a classical singer, then attempting to become a pop star. In 2001, when she was 15, she came under fire for making controversial comments about the September 11 World Trade Center attacks. A month later, she apologised, but the tabloids kept presenting her in a negative light. Now she's earned way more appreciation after becoming a prominent activist. This has been the case since the Leveson inquiry in 2011. Her outspoken nature and frequent appearances at protests have made her quite popular among many younger Brits.
So many of the slurs and such that came from the British press were around my Welshness.
Number 5. James Blunt.
Took your soul out into the night.
When Blunt was at the height of his fame around 2005, it was difficult not to be fed up with him. Even if you liked his most famous song, You're Beautiful, it was played so excessively that most people got fed up with it.
You're beautiful. You're beautiful.
In 2007, he was invited onto Top Gear. Blunt was interviewed and turned out to be quite charming. This helped change his image, making the public finally warm up to Blunt. Also, people appreciated him more after hearing his tale of the Kosovo War. It turned out he was ordered to fight Russian soldiers but refused. Whether it prevented World War III is debatable, but it was certainly admirable. Number 4. Frankie Boyle.
Sorry, Mr. Hunt, this is going to involve a bit of a run-up. Luckily, our computers are down, so there's no record of what's about to happen to you.
For about 4 years, comedian Boyle was a regular on Mock the Week, alongside a variety of panel shows. Well, in 2009, he was kicked off for good after making a joke about the Queen. This is one of his many controversies, as his humour is particularly edgy. His edginess upset a great deal of people, mainly those with right-wing beliefs. In 2011, he was even called racist by the Daily Mirror. Boyle sued them for libel and won, as he is more critical of racism than anything else. While he still makes relatively edgy jokes, he since returned to the public's favour and even had a few series on the BBC.
We're about to birth the first generation of babies that will be regularly woken by the nocturnal screams of their parents.
Number 3. Ozzy Osbourne. Also known as the Prince of Darkness, it shouldn't surprise you that he used to be much less loved. He was the lead vocalist of Black Sabbath during the 70s, which made him one of metal's biggest names. During these years, he was incredibly controversial. Many Christians hated him for promoting Satanism. Additionally, he got up to a whole bunch of on-stage antics, like famously munching a live bat. Ozzy eventually died in 2025, at the grand age of 76. By then, he'd become widely loved across the globe. This is partly because of his hilarious personality, revealed on reality series The Osbournes.
Weather in Afghanistan, 2,000 degrees and cloudy. What the f*** am I doing? I'm stuck on the Weather Channel. Ah! What the f*** is that?
Number 2. Jade Goody. Goody first appeared on our screens as a contestant for Big Brother Series 3. She was instantly disliked by tabloids, earning her the title of the most hated woman in Britain. She got herself into even more bother in 2007 on Celebrity Big Brother 5. This was because of some highly racist comments she made towards a contestant. After, she sincerely apologised, but it wasn't enough to save her.
And if I would have stayed in India for 3 months, she basically told me I would have been dead.
Well, in 2008, she publicly revealed she had life-threatening cancer. During her struggles with the illness, opinions towards her softened, and she became widely liked by the time of her death.
It was young girls and mums, it was kids, and everyone in Loughton shut their shops. They'd just lie in the streets.
Number 1. King Charles III.
Any breakdown of a marriage is obviously a dreadful thing.
It may surprise our younger viewers to hear this, but back in the 90s, the country had mostly negative feelings towards Charles. This is because of his tumultuous relationship with his first wife, Diana, Princess of Wales.
Yes. Until it became irretrievably broken down.
They had so many issues that it eventually led to their divorce in 1996. For years, Charles was having an affair with Camilla Parker Bowles. So after the divorce, he had to wait a few years for public opinion to cool down before tying the knot with her. This eventually happened in 2005, and now the disdain towards him is nothing but a distant memory. Were there any celebrities we forgot to mention? Why don't you leave them in the comments below?
But it ain't gonna stop me because I'm for rock and roll is for the people. And I love people, and that's what I'm about.